as I mentioned in my previous video, my Asperger's means that my body does some weird and wonderful things sometimes in terms of emotions and physiology and psychology and things like that. So there's one particular thing that I like to call emotional damping, and maybe I use that analogy because of my mechanical engineering background, like springs and damping and all that kind of stuff. But it's almost like a suspension system for my emotions, and it means that I'm very, very stable in that sense. Like a car can go over bumps and you don't really feel the bumps. And this can actually be really, really extreme. So I'll give you an example. When I was about 16, I was going out to a gig, like a music gig, just locally with some friends of mine. And so we were in a group of people, and we actually got held up at knife point that night. So that was a pretty big incident, pretty intense at the time. Lots of people in tears, really, really big event. But 10 minutes later, when the actual danger was all gone, I was like, okay, great, let's keep going. And it really surprised me that a lot of our group didn't feel like going out that night anymore. That kind of ruined their night for them. But for me, I switched gears at the time, and I went into fight or flight mode and made sure that I did everything that I needed to be safe in that moment and to protect my friends and all that kind of stuff. But once it was over, well, it was over. Why would I dwell on it when it's over? I'm already out. We're already at the gig place. Why not just have a good time and enjoy the music? And so that's one example, and it actually works in reverse as well. So when I'm very peaceful, it takes a lot to get me excited, which can sometimes be a problem giving people emotional reactions, because a friend of mine might come up to me and tell me some really exciting news, and I don't necessarily react as strongly as they might like me to, because it takes me a little while of constant stimulus to get actually excited about something. So that means that I tend to be incredibly stable, and sometimes that's great because it means that I can handle difficult situations and bounce back really quickly from difficult situations. But it also means that it's hard for me to follow the crowd in terms of everyone else is getting really quickly excited about something and I'm still lagging behind. So it's not that I don't feel the emotions, it's that it's like a suspension system for the emotions, and I kind of catch up eventually. So everyone else will get excited before me, and then I will slowly, if there are enough people around me, like at a festival or at a party or something like that, then I can really get into the spirit of and where everyone else is at. But it can just take me a bit more time to get to that place. So I call that emotional damping. So I hope that analogy kind of makes sense, because I know I'm coming from like an engineering background, and lead and lag and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully some of you out there watching will know what I'm talking about, but for the rest of you, I hope my stories helped. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you another time. Bye.